think I'd much rather just try to get the damage in. Hey everyone, it's LoR here today with a Miss Fortune and Sejuani deck, a deck that's been highly requested for a bit. This is BruisedbyGod's version of the list, and it is exactly what you'd expect it to be. We have the 1-drops that we can play early, and then we have some nice 2-drops, and the Ruthless Raider helps us get our Sejuani leveled up because it has the Overwhelm. And then we have Miss Fortune, which is our only 3-drop, which I personally dislike a little bit. I would like to see more 3s in it, but I still think the list is great, don't get me wrong. And then the Navigator with some scouts, and then we have the Razor Hunter as a scout and gets vulnerable. So Courier, I love this card. Oh, as people say, Orange Man bad, but he is just very, very good. The rally is pretty nuts at times, and it does win me multiple games. And then Riptide Rex, you all know I talk about this guy all the time. One of my favorite cards in the game, just as a very good finisher along with Sejuani. This is a list, it's very good against Deep. Miss Fortune on Curve is important against Deep though, and generally Miss Fortune and Curve is pretty important. You want to mulligan fairly hard for her as well for the 1s and 2-drops, because you do need to have tempo early so you can start leveling up your Sejuani. In case you don't know, Sejuani's level up is based off damaging the enemy nexus in 5 different rounds. So being able to do that with the 1s, just being able to get that first attack as well as the make it rains and stuff can be really nice. But that is what you want to do. I rarely leveled up Sejuani. Usually I won the game before or I lost the game before, but she can be very helpful in that. Royal Grifter giving you the warning shots to activate the plunders as well as Sejuani. I don't have Pilfer Goods and other things in this list. As I said, those are going to be more inconsistent and less tempo focused, where this deck is very high tempo, where you're taking down your opponent relatively quickly. They have to be able to keep the pace with you. I played a lot of games with this list. Most people refer to this deck as a tier 1 deck. Personally, I think it's going to follow the tier 2 or be tier 2. For me personally, I say it's a tier 2 deck, but I know most people would highly disagree with that. But when I played it, I generally did pretty alright, but it just does not feel as good as other decks in the meta to me right now. But I know a lot of people have been asking for a Miss Fortune list, and I wanted to give that to you, so let's go ahead and get on to the games now. Wow, the mirror match. What an exciting time. Whoever levels up Sejuani first. Let's go. Miss Fortune to Miss Fortune. Yuck. Okay, we got this at least. The elixirs aren't that bad for MF either. Sejuani level! Woo! That 1-drop was pretty important. It definitely could make a big difference here. Royal Grifter is pretty nice too. I'm happy with it. This is very odd. Are they just going to pull for— oh, okay. So they're playing like the more steely version, I guess. I guess they're gonna get a plunder here. Can't do much about that. They took mine. Oh, they're not attacking with that. Okay, cool. That's good. Very good for me. I have all the misfortunes in the world, so I'm okay with playing one of these Make It Rains if I need to. Oh, you gotta Make It Rain too, I see. I think I will go ahead and heal this. Make it where it doesn't matter quite as much. I think it's worth attacking. Attacking with both, really. Just trying to put as much pressure as I can. They block it, obviously. I use the other Elixir of Iron. They buff it. I mean, I don't really know what they buff it with, but good for them if they do. So I'm happy with the way these trades are going right now. They are playing the more greedy version of my deck, so it is a little bit scary, but I think we will be okay.
Hey there, Red. Well, that's one fantasy come true.
I kind of doubt that they attack with Miss Fortune. If they do though, I have Fury. Okay, that doesn't really do all that much, does it? Do you think they'll attack? I mean, if they don't, I get 3 mana. It's not that bad. Okay, I thought you might.
Say your farewells.
So it does die, but so does Miss Fortune, and that makes life okay.
Love ya.
2 out of 5, 3 out of 5. I need to use Miss Fortune's Make It Rain on the opponent's turn at some point. I don't want them to be able to buff the bird up in any way and kill me, so... Ooh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, you don't want to cross.
Okay, it's great that they got 2 birds, huh? Bit awkward in some ways. I'll still play this out even if they trade because I have Make It Rains. That makes it feel much better. Probably play the Make It Rain close to right away. I don't have Sejuani on curve, so if they do, good for them, I guess. In the race.
We know the value of coin.
Okay. Well, they're not playing Sejuani and attacking me with it, so that's good.
Get yours.
She's 1 off now. I guess I'll play this, see if I can level up Miss Fortune. Would be pretty nice.
Every wave is a path.
Alright. Seen you attack twice. There she is again. I just draw all the Miss Fortunes.
Less is motion.
I'm going to attack with this. Actually, I'll attack with them both. Because I have this one to just play after. It's fine. Sejuani's leveled. If I can find Sejuani, that'd be great. But Miss Fortune level will be nice as well. Probably play the scout here next. Just to make sure I have more things to attack with.
Sharp as my spear.
Alright. Good news is we have plenty of Miss Fortunes in our hand and she's leveling up. We'll say make it rain and kill her. I'll be a bit sad if they do. Belford? Nope.
Started without me.
It's fine.
Always forward.
Alright. Does she level up right away? 3 versus... Okay, so she does level up and get the overwhelm then, but she does... Maybe she dies, but who cares? I have the other ones. I think I'd rather just get the damage in.
All eyes on me.
I think I'd much rather just try to get the damage in. When I have 2 others in hand, might as well. Well, you still die doing that. I mean, I guess this... Yeah. That works. Happy I talked with her, I guess. I think they... I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened there. But got the win. Teemo and Lee Sin, which means we are going to give... We want a hired gun. Really, Miss Fortune's not that bad either. But we want a hired gun so we can give Teemo vulnerable and then hit him a lot because we hate him. That's it. It's the whole plan. Hopefully don't have Teemo on curve. Good. Thank you.
The stink of blood and sweat.
No Teemo on curve. Woo! I think I would rather just get this going.
This land is ours.
More pressure on them.
We each hold a world.
Alright. Fine.
Dead don't need riches.
They just let me attack with both too. Nice. Extra 5 damage for us. Here's my hired gun, which doesn't get Teemo anymore, unfortunately. It does get this, which isn't bad. I think I'd rather play this though.
It found you. I will
Play the hired gun after. Play like hired gun into the raider if I want. Which I think I probably will. Hired gun first because I wanted to hit this.
I like that. Not just the eyes, you know.
Not just the eyes. Monk-ass. So I'll have Ruthless as well. Really just wanting to put as much pressure on this deck as possible.
I fight with my spirit, not
Fine by me.
The winter's claw
Sure, they can sell like Will or something, but who really cares?
Another day
A Teemo. Okay. Throw that.
Time to get rich.
I think we'll just take the trade here. I don't think I want to attack with Miss Fortune. I mean, there aren't too many things that can kill her, but they can just block and then play Mystic Shot. So, but it's not really worth doing that, I don't feel. I'd rather just keep her healthy. Yeah. They're like, wait a second, these don't actually kill it. Ooh. Because you could play in a different list and at least do some damage to it. But I'm alright with this.
Your lesson begins.
So yeah, they're trying to decide how much damage they can afford to take here. In some ways I can kind of get an idea of what they do or don't have in their hands. There's a chance they would consider playing Will here. So we can maybe see if they have Will in their hand or not. Maybe?
Binds us. Your lesson begins.
I mean, they're doing something here. I don't know what. Alright, they're recalling this. So that's something that they probably usually use for Teemo. Did sacrifice that. Are taking quite a bit of damage. And I'm okay with this. It's a pretty slow turn. We have the Hunter and do potentially Citrus Courier next turn. So obviously we're going to play this Hunter. We're going to play it on Teemo. For obvious reasons, once again. It's probably going to get recalled at some point. Alright, so this is going to grab Miss Fortune, which is not a huge deal. Like, it really isn't. Miss Fortune at this point, she's nice, but she's not game determining at this point. 2-0, they could have put that on Teemo. They must have another recall that they're trying to protect Teemo with, maybe? So I'll grab Teemo here. And I'm going to attack with everything next, and then I'm going to play Citrus Courier, most likely. There is definitely reasons to attack with everything first, but I'm trying to get them to use something here, like use a Will, and then I can attack with everything and then play Citrus Courier, and they only have 3 mana left to deal with it. That is the ideal thing here. Is I get them to save Teemo in some way, they could use Retreat. I just want them to burn mana here. It's an attack that allows me to do that. That's a way for them to burn mana against us. I'm okay with that. It's a fine trade for me. Hopefully they play something like one of these. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That will do just fine for me.
The dragon binds us.
Yeah, so this rally is going to be pretty nasty. Just good enough, I'll say. And we'll play that. Feels nice, but not super necessary. And now they have to give that up, and they get down to 1 HP. Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. And Shadow Assassin. Supposed to have a really nice board, and I have Yordle Grifter in my hand. Wahahaha.
The order rewards its faithful.
I'm not. They're not gonna get below health pot. I'll still play this next. I don't think they're gonna go below 1 mana ever, so
Night falls.
just let that through.
I'm not greedy. My friends, though.
Ooh, the Twin Discipline's pretty nice. Alright, that's it for that game. I'm sorry, Teemo Lee Sin. It's kind of a fun combo. But this deck does do pretty well against elusives because it does have all the vulnerables. It does very well against deep as well. Looks like we're against a champion list, Ionia and Noxus list, which most likely means that it's probably an elusive aggro list, just not running things like Zed and such. So I'm expecting to see the elusives and then the buffs from Noxus. We do have a 1 to a 2-drop, which is pretty nice, and then Miss Fortune after that maybe helps us kill things such as the Green Glade duos. But we don't really have challengers, so they're probably not going to block much because they are elusive. Not for sure how this is going to go, but I'm a little bit worried. Assuming the list is what I expect it to be. So, beginning of the aggressive list, and people block it with the Ruthless Raider, but they do trade. So that's not ideal by any means. But we'll see what they do. 5 mana 5/5 with Scout and giving enemy vulnerable is a lot better, but will we get that far? I don't know. It would be kind of nice though, because we can put it onto an elusive card, which helps us out. I assume we'll be playing the Raider here into Miss Fortune, because there aren't really other options. Okay. Another spider.
The winter's claw strikes.
Okay, take that block, I guess. Hopefully they don't have too much else going on. Cool, they don't. I assume we'll see the elusives here soon.
Looking for trouble. It found you.
So things with 2 health or less, the bird can attack for pretty free. But after that, my turn's a little bit awkward.
Looking for a daring escape.
I mean, to be fair, they're not going to be blocking anyway.
Ben.
So I think I just go for the attack here, including Miss Fortune, because I don't expect them to block. Especially with only 2 mana, they can't really do much. Let's go, we take that extra bit of damage that way. Have Make It Rain as a possibility in the future. These claws really aren't that great, the Fury of the North. Alright, let's see, these 2 please. Oh, nice. I mean, we're going to hit one of them no matter what, preferably this one, but you know what, that works fine. No Twin Discipline, very good. This will be kind of nice, but I'm not sure if I'll play it. I mean, I probably will, we'll see what they play. Okay, that makes life easier. I was hoping they would give me something a little bit more juicy to hit this with, but this is alright. Pass that, and go ahead and go for this, I guess. Definitely things I would like to hit instead of that, but that's okay. Can't really do much else. At least it is an elusive that we get to take care of, and we get to do quite a bit of damage too. Riptide Rex looks pretty nice as 8 mana, 8/5. That's a pretty big buff to the card. 7/4 versus 8/5. 5 health just seems to be such a big difference. Alright, Will. That's not too big of a deal.
Set sail.
Still attack with both.
Your path ends here.
Oh, they are taking that trade. I'm okay with that. I don't really care about Miss Fortune dying. It's fine.
Worth it.
Maybe I should save her as a blocker, but Transfusion, they only have 2 cards left. I still have the bird alive to block that. I don't think I care very much about her dying. I mean, the vulnerable still do their job. I'm gonna go ahead and pass for now. I want them to play something better for me to play the Razor Scale on. Okay, maybe they just don't have much else better. We have another one, so we might as well play this. This is a weird one. They don't have anything better. This must be a combat trick. It almost has to be. I guess we'll do this. I don't really like to do that, but I guess I will. Might do a one of at first.
I'll try anyone.
Okay. I think I'll leave one for now. Make them choose the block because we have the Fury. I feel like it's worth the wait here.
Looking for this.
So they are just going ahead and doing that. Seems alright to me.
My pocket.
Maybe using Fury on the bird here. I prefer not to, but we might. Decimate's fine. Okay, so I can almost guarantee that they will be blocking of some sort, but we don't know that for sure.
Routes closed.
Alright. They might try to save this. I'm assuming they'll probably play around Fury, but who can really say? Even then, so Fury does represent a lot of damage here. Which, if they didn't block, I'll still use Fury for sure. Heal this up, plus do a bunch of damage. And we have another one too for this. So either way, it's pretty good for us. Pretty sure they can't do much else. Wow, Sejuani's leveled up pretty early here. Of course we don't have her yet. But yeah, she's in a really good spot. But yeah, we should just be able to attack and win next turn. Because I highly doubt whatever is, I mean, even if it's like Decimate or something, it's just not going to be enough for them. I think I'll just go for the attack.
The hunt is on.
I think I'm going to hold off attacking with the bird. I mean, we go first. Don't think it matters too much.
Come here, darling.
Okay, well that definitely isn't enough. Let's see what else there is. Fine, and that. Okay. Well, good thing we attacked with the bird. That would have been a sad throw otherwise. Yeah, for some reason my mind was kind of thinking, oh, if you attack with the bird, they might get the damage in, but the damage doesn't matter. We just need to make sure that we win there, and that was able to do it. Get rid of all those. Find something new. Okay, we have Miss Fortune, hired gun, fine. Elixir of Iron's nice as well. Okay. Sucks that they're gonna get the first hit. We're not gonna get one next turn. It really does suck. My Sejuani levels.
I deal in coins and carnage.
At least this might be able to get a 2-for-1. Maybe. Okay. Pilfer goods, maybe? Or a merchant, I guess. It's fine. Yeah, pilfer goods. It's a bit awkward considering that we're playing the same deck. I dislike it. I'm gonna attack without them doing this. I'm gonna make them do it. Just because if they don't, then I get the hit. Cool. Good for me. Like, they're ahead of the Sejuani curve if they don't let me do that. I mean, they still are technically because I used a, warning shot and then grab cards from me. In some ways though, it's 2 cards for 2 cards, which is kind of weird. I'll just play Miss Fortune.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
Not that good.
Not my
I mean,
first
I'm very
gunfight.
okay with this. I'm tempted to put an elixir on it, but I think I'd much rather save it for Miss Fortune. I'm not gonna open attack with her. Actually, no, we play the Island Navigator every time. What am I saying? This is too good. Hey, I can grab the bird with this. Oh, it's just gonna die though. Dang it!
You don't want to cross me.
It's a good idea. It just doesn't quite work out the way I want it to work. You know what? She grabs 1 health creatures. That's her job. She blocks
Ever
things.
consider a henching career?
That was our turn too.
Mwah.
And I get to open attack again. Well, open attack.
Get yours.
I get to attack again, I should say it correctly.
Fresh out of mercy.
I mean, that's pretty sweet. Less greedy, but very consistent version of the deck. Referring to Pilfer Goods being a bit more greedy. Warning Shot too in some ways. But want to play the Hunter next. And, that one's from Yordle Grifter.
Don't ask where it's from. Ask how much.
Fine.
I sharpens my spear.
It's fine with me. I sharpens my spear.
There's plenty of killing left.
Also fine. This is the anti-Make It Rain card. Alright. You gonna attack or not? I'm guessing probably not.
Winter's claw.
Just kidding.
Silent as the deep.
I'm
Join the drown.
fine with doing this, I guess. Yeah. Seems good to me. Seems pretty good to me.
The hunt is on.
Just take that. Get the buff that way. Guess it doesn't die then, but I don't really have an issue with that. So Miss Fortune levels up next attack. We might be playing Sejuani too. Alright. Oh no, my 0-3. Whatever shall I do?
Love ya.
Not my 0-3, no.
I'm not greedy. My friends, though.
Alright.
Own what you take.
We can have Miss Fortune pull that if we wanted, but I want to see exactly where the lethal comes from. I can
Ride
do
onward.
that.
Guns blazing.
We have this. So that would mean I'll put it here. I mean, I could actually just put it here because that has the most health and these other two have overwhelms. So, yeah, that's the much better way to do it.
That's Captain Fortune.
How are they going to block with these at 0? They can't do anything about it. 5 health is the only thing that was, like, block worthy. We'll give it to one thing that doesn't have overwhelm. 3 times. Well, they are stuck here. There we go. Well, that showed in the mirror just how nice it was to have very consistent cards. Where they were trying to do the more gimmicky, I'm gonna steal your cards tee-hee thing, and I was like, alright, I'll just play on curve and take the attacks and win.
That's how we do things in Bilgewater.